Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to talk about how to increase the speed with your scales. There are 5 steps that we're going to go through. Step 1 is to assess what your speed is currently, and you can do this with a metronome or you can do this with piano marble. I'm going to do it with piano marble, but there's a chart here that you can use on this how to gain speed with your scales article. If you go to step 2, then we're going to start working on these 8 steps to increase your muscle memory. Now 90% of speeding up your scale is actually muscle memory. Then step 3, this is about that 10% to just get it 10% faster. This is speed technique, and I'm going to show you some things that you can do to increase your technique to add faster patterns to your scales. Of course, there is a caution here. You do not want to injure your hand, so if you feel any pain or anything that just doesn't feel right, you need to either stop or ease up on what you're doing. And then we're going to go back to muscle memory enhancement on step 4, and then step 5, you get to assess your speed and see if it worked. So I'm just going to go through and see if this works. I'm going to try to break my record. So first thing I should do is step 1, assess my speed. I'm going to go do it in Piano Marble. We'll go to the Piano Marble library, and then we're going to click on this Scale Ninja Pro. And the scale that I'm working on is the one that's really hard for me right now, is this E flat harmonic minor. And I'm going to attempt to break the 5-second barrier. You can practice, if you're trying to break 6 seconds or 7 seconds, whatever it is. My particular goal is to try to break the 5-second barrier. So I'm going to just hit the start, and I'm just going to start really slow to warm up. Okay, so I'm at, right now, 6.5 seconds, so I'll do a little faster. Okay, I missed it. Let's try again. Okay, so I'm about 5.3 seconds. I'm going to push it just a little bit faster and see if I can get down to nearly 5 seconds. 5.1, had 2 mistakes. Try again. Still about 5.2. I can do this. That would have been really close to 5.1. Let's try again. This is tricky. Okay, I think I've got about my average. My last 3 times you can see 5.5, 6.0, 5.2, 5.1, 5.3. That's about where my speed is right now. Now, to break my 5 seconds, I'm going to go through the steps and see if this works. So step 2, we go to muscle memory practice, and I'm going to run through each of these. Remember, practice slowly, and then increase your speed later as you can. Never play a wrong finger pattern, because you end up unlearning, and it takes longer to unlearn than it takes to learn. So it confuses your muscle memory is what happens. Remember to relax and let that, because the tension is your enemy. That tissues start rubbing, and then it causes some injury, and you don't want that. So make sure you do a relaxed technique. And then that's it. Let's go ahead and start with number 1. It's this long, short, long, short, long, short, long pattern. So I'll start at the beginning. Pattern 2 was short, long, short, long, short, long. Pattern 3 is long, long, short, short, long, long. I will also say that if you're really trying to get your muscles to learn the notes, the harder you can press makes it actually go into your muscle memory more quickly. Okay, pattern 4. We go short, short, long, long, short, short, long, long. Pattern number 5. Long, long, triplet, long, long. And then pattern 6, triplet, long, long. Pattern 7, long, 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 and then fast, 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 long. So long, 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 quick, 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 long, 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 long. And pattern 8 is the last one, which is 4 quick ones in a row, followed by 4 short ones. Okay, that is the end of that second step, which is muscle memory. So you can practice those as many times as you need, and then go on to step 3, which is your speed technique. And we split this up into 2 sections. The first section is you're going to roll your grouped notes. So my first group in the right, and we'll do this hand separate. So I have a group of 4 here, and then a group of 3. So you find your groups of 4, and you can do this on any scale. They'll all have groups of 4 and 3. And you'll do that 4 times. So the idea is to try to get an even roll and to let your arm do the work. You can hear each of those notes. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. And then coming down same way. And then you will do the 1 time each. And then you do the same thing with the left hand. That one's just a short group because we're missing a note. You could do your middle finger if you want. Next one is group of 4. And remember to press hard because we're working our muscle memory. The harder you can press, the faster it'll go into your muscle memory. I notice my left hand isn't nearly as strong as my right hand. Alright, so the next one is do 1 time each. Okay, that's the end of the first set. The second set is where we try to even out the crossing. So you have a crossing here. Try to get that crossing as fast as you can, and even as you can. And you do it 4 times or so. That was a big cross there. And this you'll want to do as fast as you can, as accurately as you can. Now coming down, it's the cross over. And then you'll do 1 at a time. Then do the left hand, same thing. Now the crossing on the left hand is like the right hand coming down. So the first one will be crossing over. And I think I went too far. So this one, oh, let's see, where's my crossing at? So think where your crossing is. I guess this right there, and then, oh, there we are. That one's a hard one. Okay, then once. Went too far. And there we have it. That is the end of step 3. Now, we come into the step 4, which is the muscle memory enhanced. And this is a really good one. It takes a while, but you're going to add 1 note going up the scale each time. Remember to play very forte. And we add 1 note each time. Never get a wrong fingering. Feel free to slow down where you need to, speed up where you can. We're going to go all the way up to the 4 octaves. octaves, and I think... Okay, once you get to the top, then you'll start subtracting one note. So instead of going all the way to the top, we'll stop one short at the D, then the C flat, then the B flat, next one is the A flat, then the G flat, then the F, E flat is next, the D, C is next, C flat, then the B flat, A flat, G flat, I missed a note, finger, E flat, I think I already did that one, D, C flat, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D, C flat, B flat, A, G, and then you're done. Guess what? It's time for step 5, which is to go back and assess yourself and see if it worked. You might take a little break, get your hands nice and loose and limber. I'm just going to go for it. So, here we go. Missed a note. And there I did it. That did not take long. It only took, about 10 minutes. And I increased the speed, and that seems like I could even do faster. That felt pretty easy. Let's try again. If I don't miss a note, that is. Let's warm up again. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I'm at 4.5. So I not only broke my 5-second barrier, but I'm down pretty easy, down to 4.5 seconds. So give it a try and see if going through all those steps help you. Feel free to do this. You could do it every single day for a week. You can do it on any scale, and it works on all of the scales. So one last thing I should note, if you click up here on the Ninja, you should see where your time is against whoever you're competing against, and so you can see now I'm at the top here in the world, it looks like. But if I come over here to the C major, you'll notice there's quite a bit more competition. Have fun, and we'll see you next time.